Welcome back to the Dragon's Lair, everybody. My name is Wade, and this is my show. Let's talk. We're talking Warhammer 40k 10th edition Necrons. Codex just came out this weekend. This is Sunday of weekend drop, so us normies now have it. We're talking about the Skorpekh Lord. I love the Skorpekh Lord. I've loved the Skorpekh Lord since he came out in Indominus. I think it's a great model. I have two because I bought two halves of Indominus boxes, and I'm probably gonna feel them both at some point. I'm doing all of these data slate videos with the mindset of Awakened Dynasty. There isn't another detachment that really has gotten me yet. I'm studying. I'm poring over it every day to figure out why is this good and where can I use it. But Awakened Dynasty just really speaks to me. Having a leader in a unit gives the unit +1 to hit, and I think that's big. I think that's all we need in many cases and many times. So let's get into the Skorpekh Lord. Movement 8 is pretty good. I mean, he can keep up with the Skorpekh destroyers. It's all the same speed there. Um, Tough 7, which I think is cool. He's obviously tougher than the other destroyers. He's tougher than the Skorpekh Lord, and he's tougher than the Overlord. So there's that, which is pretty cool. Say starting off at 3, you're probably going to wind up using the Invulnerable anyways. It makes him really tough in BA, which I like. 7 wounds. He's got more wounds than an Overlord. Lords are not a thing anymore. He's got more wounds than an Overlord, more wounds than a Locust Lord. Leadership 6, I think that's gonna. It's 6 is a good leadership. The problem is the penalties that you're going to suffer when you start to lose members of a 6-man destroyer squad. But is what it is. We get them back to some degree. OC2, which I think will probably make a difference at some point. The Anemic Annihilator. Rapid Fire 2, which is pretty cool. So I think that means we're going up to 4 shots when we're at half range. So at 9 inches, 4 shots. He's got BS2 and WS2 across the board, so that's great. He doesn't degrade, so when he's down to X amount of wounds, he doesn't get worse. So I mean, he's solid all the way through. 18 inches, 2 attacks, 2 plus, 6 strength, which is good but not great. AP1, which is okay. I'm saying this in all my videos now. I'm trying to build armies that are only like AP2 or higher. And I'm trying to not compromise as much as possible on that. It'll kill guardsmen. It might kill boys. It'll probably kill boys because their save sucks. Their toughness is actually not terrible. You'll hurt Space Marines, but you ain't gonna mop them up. And then 1 damage. But that's not where he shines. So go down to his melee weapons. You got to choose which one before you make your attacks. But Flensing Claws, 8 attacks, solid. At weapon skill 2, solid. Strength 6, eh. AP1, damage 1. So once again, you're going to chop up guardsmen, you're going to chop up fire warriors, stuff like that, or cultists. If you're seeing cultists, I have no respect for cultists. The Hyperphase Harvester, that's where we're at, buddy, right there. It's only 4 attacks, which is cool. Weapon skill 2, you're almost guaranteed to hit. You're going to get 1s, but you can engineer your way out of 1s. Strength 10, you're still going to struggle with vehicles at Strength 10 because odds are you're going to be at 4s or 5s because a lot of vehicles are 12, 11. So Strength 10, a lighter one you're at 4s. AP3 is great. Damage 3 is really good. So AP3, damage 3, you got a chance. You got a good chance. He leads Skorpekhs. He's a leader, reanimation protocols, so even if he's on his own, he's getting wounds back, which is great. With the tough 7, wound 7, invulnerable save, I'm trying to make him as tough as possible. I like to play tough. I like to play durability. United in Destruction, while this model is leading a unit, melee weapons equipped in that model's unit have lethal hits. So if you roll a 6 to hit, that means you've automatically wounded, which is great. Put them in there with the Skorpekh destroyers and choppy choppy. Crimson Harvest, which I think is a cool ability for him to have. Each time this model ends a charge move, select one enemy unit within engagement range of this model. Roll 1d6 on a 2 to 5. That unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. On a 6, that unit suffers d3 plus 3 mortal wounds. d3 plus 3 is a lot. You're going to kill 2 Marines right there. And they're mortal wounds, so you can't do jack about them. You're going to kill 2 Marines. He charges. He kills 2 Marines before there's even the first attack from him or his boys. You're going to run boys with him because he's going to wear them like a suit of armor moving up the table. And he doesn't have gear options. But that's it. He doesn't have gear options. He comes like he comes. In probably 1,000 points, I'm putting him with 3 Skorpechs, and at 15, he's probably with 6. And at 2,000, there's probably 2 squads of 6 with a Skorpekh Lord. Probably. I haven't done all the new points yet, so I can't really talk about that. Nothing crazy in the keywords: infantry, character, destroyer, cult, Skorpekh Lord. Once again, looking at it through the lens of Awakened Dynasty, which is what I plan on playing. It's great that he's given his boys lethal hits. That's great that he's given his destroyers lethal hits. It's also great that he is giving his destroyers a +1 to hit. That's going to make them super good. Super good. They will get work done at that pace. If I'm only running, enhancement talk, the Dermal Bond is going to give him 4+ Feel No Pain. If it's not going on my Overlord, which it might be going on my Overlord, giving him a 4+ Feel No Pain with his 4+ Invulnerable, with a Tough of 7, with 7 wounds and reanimation protocols, he should live a while. Mid-game, at least, if not survive to end-game. Come on, how can he not survive to end-game? I mean, there's lots of reasons why. Space Marines are so tough right now. They're so good. If you hear me talk about playing 40k, my best friends that I play with, I've been playing with for 20 years, are great players. They only have great stuff. They only play great stuff. So I think I need to play more casually with people who don't firmly live in the elite tier. Either people who are playing more for fun, or people who are more novices or don't have the super great models. I don't know. But the environment that I'm in right now, I'm in a small fish bowl, and it's hard to survive. So I think in the end, he's pretty cool. Like I said, I would throw the Dermal Bond on there. I could see a argument for the Netherrealm Casket to make him and his boys harder to shoot. Because then they have stealth, which means their cover save improves by 1, but it just means it's a 2+. I mean, if you could get cover, because they are infantry, so then, but it can improve beyond a +3, so I don't know if the Netherrealm Casket is good for him. I could see an argument for Veil of Darkness, put him and his buddies somewhere in the backfield, and have them pop up and surprise somebody. Just keep in mind, the Veil of Darkness, you have to use it at the end of your opponent's turn. Which I see lots of benefit to. But I like him a lot. The model's a lot of fun to put together. It looks great. What I want to do is I want to put some like sticky gore on the claws. I think I painted blood on the claws. I think Undying Legions probably, as a stratagem, probably won't affect their unit a lot. Just because it's a multi-wound unit. But Protocol of the Hungry Void probably is going to be one of the better ones there. +1 to strength, and increases armor penetration as well, which I think is pretty hot. So I really enjoy making this content for you guys and talking about Necrons in 10th edition. We here at the Dragon's Lair understand that you are a pretty busy person. Thank you for spending your time here with us at the Dragon's Lair.